triplelwt.digital back again with another one. How you doing, my friends? Today I want to talk about XRP, why I invest in XRP. I'm just going to get straight into it. So basically, um, it brings me back to Apple, right? And I remember watching the movie and the story of Apple, the story of how it all came about. And Steve Jobs wasn't actually the brains behind the Apple computer. It was actually Steve Wozniak. So Wozniak was the genius behind the technology, and you get Steve Jobs, who was the salesman with the vision. Okay. Now I like to watch things like Dragon's Den and The Apprentice. So I love investing and people coming up with business ideas. What you find is a lot of the time they don't just invest in the idea. What they do is they also invest in the person behind the idea, and that's what you get with Jobs and Wozniak. The people behind the idea. And when you saw what it was, if people would invest in Steve Jobs, because if you think about it, Apple wasn't big until it got big. Yeah, so before it was big, it had to have people that could believe in the product, but not only believe in the product, the salesman driving it had to be believable, and it had to be someone that you could trust your investment with. Okay, so I mean, when you look at someone's character, you look at the vision and the passion that they have, and their work ethic and all of that stuff, then it causes you, it causes you to want to invest in that person, those people. And we all know how big Apple is at the moment. Probably one of the biggest companies in the world. Okay, so when I see Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz, it kind of reminds me of those two. You got Schwartz, who's the genius behind the technology, been working on it for like however many years, back in the 19 30 years or something like that. I can't remember, so don't quote me on that, but a very long time anyway. And then you get Brad Garlinghouse, who's got a proven track record. He's worked at some great companies in some great positions, and he's a very good salesman. If you watch his interviews, he's definitely knows what he's talking about with the product, and he's believable. And it makes you, when you look at these two characters, I mean, they are very investable. And the product, okay, the product speaks for itself. So that's very investable. So that's one of the reasons that I invest in XRP. It's not just basic. It's not just based on videos from Bearable Guy 123 and all that sort of stuff. If you're investing based on that, then you're in the wrong game, man. You need to reevaluate your position, because you need to do your own research, and you definitely have to speculate to accumulate, of course. Ripple, XRP, we're looking at market disruption. $5 trillion daily settlement market, definitely looking to disrupt that market, and we're going to see great things with that. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Remember, please don't invest based on something that someone said on YouTube. Make sure you do your own research, and hire a financial advisor if you really need some clarification on whether this is a good investment or not. Okay. Now, when I think about XRP and the technology, the future of that technology, I think, does it solve a problem? It's another reason I invest, because my wife's dad, for example, I'm not gonna say where he's from, because I like to keep my identity protected, and the identity of my loved ones protected. Okay, so my father-in-law, he's a very prominent person. He used to work for the United Nations, and he's actually the head judge of the Supreme Court in a country that I'm not going to mention for purposes of protecting identity, because he is a very famous person in this country, and you can literally just Google him and find out who he is. Okay, but even him in a prominent position has difficulty sending money from his country to the UK. Okay, and now sometimes this needs to be done, because my mother-in-law, she actually lives in the UK, and she lives in London, and she's he sends her money from time to time. The children went to university and all that sort of stuff. So my brothers and sisters-in-law, they're all in the UK. He's the only one that's not in the UK. Okay, so basically, the economy in that particular country is, they protect it. So, if you're going to send money outside of the country to the UK, for example, there's got to be a good reason behind it, all right? So there's always people looking in to make a decision as to whether money should be sent outside of the country or not, all right? But what I was explaining to my wife the other day, yeah, imagine the possibilities with XRP. Now, my wife was asking me to go to MoneyGram to collect some money, which somebody was sending from this same particular country, because there's friends and family out there as well. So the only way for them to send the money was to send it through MoneyGram. You got to go into MoneyGram with your ID and collect the money. All right, and then you can do whatever you need to do. Okay, but the thing is with XRP, that is definitely going to solve a problem because you can send the money from peer to peer in 4 seconds across borders. You can even send XRP through a text message now. You don't even need a smartphone. I saw a video about that earlier, and I was amazed. Them little £20 throwaway phones that you buy. You can actually send XRP through text message. I don't really know how it works. Definitely want to look into that more anyway. But these are some of the reasons why I invest in XRP, because it's a great product and I can see the future of it. I can see the mass adoption coming, and I can see how it solves a problem. So one thing is, looking at the people behind the product. I mentioned David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse. I didn't mention, the whole team. But if you look at the team and you do some research, you'll see they've got a great team. People that are very, very credible. Not only that, but it's a great product, and it solves a problem. Okay, so that's why I invest in XRP. Yeah, I mean, go back and watch the movie about Steve Jobs and the whole Apple. I think it's called Jobs, if I remember correctly. But that can definitely inspire you. And that's it for now. It's just a quick video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I making any sense? I'm definitely looking forward to hearing any comments. Price predictions, of course. Keep an eye on the market because we're gonna see it go up, in my opinion. But until then, that's it for now. LWT.digital. Peace.